Hello everyone, can you guys hear me? Hello everyone, can you guys hear me? Hello everyone, can you guys can hear me? Awesome. Hello, Casper. All right, I think, I don't know. Okay, we I guess started getting all of our friends joining us. All right, let's start with the market. Uh, Market is gapping down. The NASDAQ and the S&P both are gapping down. I don't know, you guys must have heard the news that just some hedge funds have liquidated their tech position, and therefore it was, really, uh, we see a sell-off in the NASDAQ. Right now, based on the data, based on the dailies, if you see the SPY is still selling off, but overall, it's not going within, is still in the range. So if you look at the last 4 days of the SPY, which is 25th, 26th, 29th, and now 30th, if you look at this, it's still close to very high. So but NASDAQ, but if you look at the QQQ, that's really sold off. So if you see that for QQQ, the high is 338, but the NASDAQ is 313 right now. So clearly we can see that we have a momentum of selling off. Low of the last is 298, so still within the ranges. Is we are not getting a clear move. Market is a bit slow. That's the reason. Because we do not have a clear move at the high audit. So this is the market rate, but overall market sentiment is negative, uh, 3%, 0.8%, not much, but still downward. So let's check out the gap down. I do not have anything in the gap down. That's interesting in the pre-market based on my scanner. I have multiple uh, stocks which are gapping up, and I think that maybe the dead cat bounce. So because these are the same ones which we have seen in the last few days of selling off. So let's look at the can again. And as I mentioned yesterday, right, when we were preparing that, can can be a choppy, is not giving a clear move. So see, even it gapped up, but after a few try, it's sell off. So it was a fake, gap up, right? I just scalp it here. In the If you see my recap, I've traded two times as can. First time when I let's look at the 1 minute chart so you're able to see that. So I basically went long on the pre-market high, expecting to break this pre-market high on the break of 1940, and then I stopped out here on the low of the day. Then when I saw that it's really going back up again, I again, went long and then ride it up to here. So I covered my previous loss and I just got uh, a little bit of more money. So be very careful today as well. It may be today is maybe a gap, fake breakout. The reason is because if you look at the daily, it came down all the way from 35 to $18. It's really getting a support, but even if you see, it is still below the yesterday high. So in terms of if we look at the in terms of uh, the bullishness is not that bullish because it's still below the yesterday high, right? So we need to be careful when we plan to trade in any way, in any direction. So, but I think for now we can definitely can shortlist Kane because it has a good volume. Uh, it has a good volume. It has almost 700,000 shares. So, I mean, it looks good. We can definitely uh, can shortlist this stock. The next one is we have a GSX. S- Same, but I was not expecting GSX to give us that clean move yesterday uh, on the short side. But look at it, it didn't even give chance anyone. There's no pullback on the GXS in the 1 minute chart. If you see here, there's no pullback. So people might be just waiting for GSX to. I certainly waiting to GSX to give me, certain kind of a pullback so we can trade. But it's just keep going down. And today it is gapping up by 5% uh, with the volume of almost 900,000. Look at this, how beautiful on the 5 minute chart in the pre-market is making, you can say the bull flag or you can say cup and handle. It's very nice formation, good volume after 7:30. If you look at the ranges of between 7:30 to 8 is almost $2. So it's really giving some strength now. It is above the yesterday low, above the yesterday consolidation, right? And then also this is a level. So let's mark this levels. 33 as a good support of the yesterday, and then we have a 35.86 as a resistance, and then the pre-market support we have at 33.42. So let's make this levels and we'll see that how we can play with that levels. uh, Next is UMIA, and UMIA is almost 300,000 shares. Daily is really collapsing, making a double bottom here on 30, and then now bouncing back. Uh, for many people, this might be a good buy. Uh, that's maybe the reason they are. But if you see here that a few days ago it has a green candle and it is just touching that, so I think that could be a very important level, which is 35.54, and is also a round number. So if we get something over this level, we might see some bullish trend. Uh, Hi Emmanuel, hi Andre, hi Odin. Uh, so we can definitely shortlist that as well. Let's mark some levels based on the pre-market. Uh, Pre-market, I see this is the important support here, and the next bull flag formation is here, but I don't. You see here topping tails here, so it's making it. But let's see that how when this candle finishes, how does it do that? And look at this buying pressure. Look at this doji in on 30 minutes. So and then we have a pre-market high at right now it's a 35, so we can mark that as well as an important level here. If we go 1 day ago, 1 day ago we have again the pre-market is high at 35.20. So if you look at it, yesterday pre-market high is right now is also today's pre-market highest as well. So it might likely gonna break this, and if it's break this, it may be a good a momentum stock for us. 2 days ago, if we go, you know, see the price action is good. There are some tails here, and the average range in the first few minutes is almost a dollar 32. So risk accordingly, even though it's a $30 stock, but dollar 30 is the range. Even yesterday it has a range of over close to dollar, but yesterday it didn't trade well. You see here, 5 minute red candle, 5 minute green candle, 5 minute red candle. So and there's so many, so many tails. So when these kind of price action, you won't be able to enjoy trading. So I hope if we gonna trade today, we need to be careful that how does it trade. If it trade like this with the volume of 185,000 shares, we might need to expect more volume, because if there's not gonna be a volume over 200,000, 300,000 in the first few minutes, it's gonna still the trade the same. So then we won't take risk. We need a clear momentum with the rise volume. So we look for over 200,000 volume for these stocks to give us a clear move. So for now we can put into our short list, but we'll keep an eye on that. Next one I have is Mara, our Bitcoin play. Mara is doing nothing, I guess. It's almost 300,000 shares, but if you look at this, is on the congested area within the yesterday range. I think just like a cane, we have seen the CAN, GSX, and then we also seen Jamia, Umia, and now we also seeing Mara. All are stuck in the yesterday range. So when the stocks are within the yesterday range, we need to be very careful to trade because it may just chop around in the beginning unless we get the market direction. So we will keep an eye. Okay. Next one I have a tiger. Okay. So tiger looks good. Is not a good volume. Look at the candle formation here on the 5 minute. It isn't really good, but on a daily, it is on the close to the breaking down. Look at it. Even though it's gapped up, but this is a climax volume in the 2 days ago. If you let me just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. You see here? So, so 2 days ago, it has a big climax volume of over 21 million, which is bearish, but is also, indicate that there's you know, many participants have sold their shares, so there no more seller left. Then next day it just consolidate, but it couldn't break the yesterday. Even with that volume, it couldn't break. You didn't get the follow through. So we need to keep an eye. It most likely that these are short sellers, and we might get a chance to squeeze back up to them if we go over uh, yesterday high, which is around 1540. But right now the price action is doesn't look in the pre-market. If you look at, there's no good volume here. There's no formation. Even yesterday morning, first 20 minutes, look at these tails, is 70 cents tails. Is a garbage stock to trade, I guess. Doesn't look good at all. Let's look at the one day before. What how does it trade? Oh, the day before yesterday, it gave a good formations, is because maybe because of the volume. Look at the volume. In the first few minutes, 800,000 shares, and day before, it is only 400,000. So, if we wanted to trade, we need at least a million shares in 5 minutes. If we do not have a million shares in the first 5 minutes, it's just gonna chop around. So if anything less than 500,000 shares, do not even touch that stock. This is a garbage. Look at this. You can't have any formation here. Okay, so next one I have, we have so far we do not have anything, man. This is a boring day. Look, it seems like a boring day. So VIP, if you look at the daily is consolidating under this bear flag, but above the 2 days before low of the day. But look at this volume. Uh, the same way where the high volume came in, we were saying there's a climax volume and bear couldn't continue. Similarly, if you look at this is a very good volume, over 186 million shares, but this momentum couldn't continue. Yes, next day is a bear flag, and now it's halfway, you know, below the open, 2 days open, and also uh, half of the yesterday red candle. So no clear formation at this point. But if you look at the 2 days view, it's clearly making an L shape, which is kind of a bearish consolidation. But for that, we need to either break this 2750, or it has to go high above, and then we can short under 30. Otherwise, there's no clear formation at this point. Intraday 5-10 minutes is looking very bullish. So see, there's a mix of trend. On the daily, something very bearish. On intraday, showing a different sense. Even if you look at the 30 minutes, it's really getting bullish, and it's going almost day before yesterday range. So it's all stuck in the ranges now. So far what we have seen, to be very honest, I don't like anything. We need to see that how does it play, and then we can see some formation at the time. But this is nothing, we can say, oh, this is our main target. Uh, do you guys have anything to share? Uh, yeah, we just checked VIPs, which we're looking at right now. Anything else other than that? I'm also trying to see my other scanners if I find something. Yeah, I think Casper, you're right. LI. I just noticed that LI too. But this is interesting that LI is giving downtrend over 3% down, but Neo and other stocks are not. Other EV stocks are not that much red. So it's maybe that all other stock will follow LI, or LI will follow Neo later, or maybe there is some catalyst news on LI which make it differentiates. Do you know why LI is down today? Is just randomly, or is any catalyst there? But from the chart perspective, clearly making a bear flag, gapping down. I mean, from the formation wise, this looks good. So I'm gonna mark these three levels. High of the pre-market is 2260. Low of the pre-market, which is making now consolidation as well, on 2180, and then the low of the target. If we short on this range, then our potential profit target would be around 80 cent. Uh, so this can be our potential area to play around. From the intraday perspective, you see here clearly making reflex. Yeah, GOEV. Let's check that. Oh, it's making a move now. Nice. Over a million shares. So see, this is a perfect formation. Very nice bear flag here. Uh, on the daily. Is this the new IPO? Is GOEV have is a new IPO? Because I don't have a data before December, and it's losing the yes last low, which is under $10. So when the stocks go under $10, it can be really nasty. So we can keep an eye. Might get some move here, but let's see the ranges. Uh, okay, with the good volume, we have a range of 150, $180 the whole day move. So anything if we get 30, 40 cents out of this stock, if we play, I think that's gonna be okay. But as it's go below, we might get the lower ranges unless we get the high volume. Uh, right now, right now, volume is good, which is over a million shares. So let's make some levels and then we can definitely try to. So I will mark this flag here and the next flag here, the support, and let's see that how does it go, because there is no other level. Uh, there's no other level, so that's the way uh, we do that. I agree, Casper, that he's already moved too much, so that's why I'm saying that we have to see very carefully. But sometime when stocks go under $10, the next stop sometime it may be 8 or 5, right? Because it become the nasty. People start dumping at institutional. What is institutional ownership on this stock? So institutional ownership is, see, there's no institutional ownership. It's only 4.5%. So most likely it's also possible it go to $0. because there's no institutional holding on it, so it might go to zero. So we will keep an eye. We'll keep an eye. Maybe we'll get something out of it because it's a good volume. Look at the increasing bar. Let me check AI. Oh my goodness, this stock was on the $182, is now on the $60. Oh my God. What happened to this stock? There's a new IPO. Oh man, look at this. It's just like a slide. Oh my goodness. No, there's no love. See here? There's no love. All just it's really, really bizarre. So I don't know, man. It's already too much. What is the status here? What is the volume today? There's not much volume today. It's only 20,000. Uh, but is there any news why it is suddenly going that much low? Oh, institutional ownership is 44%. In the last few days, insider has sold their 62% of their share, their holdings. Unbelievable what this they're doing right now. It's all the moving averages are above that, so we can keep an eye. It looks good, but I think it's too good to be true. The institutional ownership is great. We can keep an eye. No volume, maybe what knows? Who knows that we can get the volume, right? But without the volume, look at this. I that's why I don't like to trade those stocks which do not have a pre-market volume. Then it's just see, look at the tails, right? It doesn't until until 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock, it started giving you better candles. But look at all these candles, right? So uh, day before, what he was doing day before. First few minutes is just sideways, until after 10 o'clock it start moving in any direction clearly. So we can keep an eye for the later time, right? But if you look at the yesterday after 3 o'clock, is yesterday? Okay, day before yesterday. So day before yesterday, it has a great momentum uh, of green right now, uh, going on the same level. So let's mark this level and we'll see how we can play. I don't know because the volume is not good at this point. So guys, let's do the short listing. This is the stocks we have, but there's nothing much at this point. But we'll keep focusing on, and we'll see that if we get us something better, we're just gonna trade it, right? Uh, so we have, uh, let me just note down. So we have CAN, GSX, yeah, Mara, and the AI, and then GEOV. This is we have, and is all secondary. There's nothing primary today. Nothing primary. And we will see. All right. Do you guys have any other item to share, or any other stock we can look at it, or we can hang up, and then those who wanted to join me on the Skype session, they can email me, and I will send you the meeting invite. Otherwise, we can just hang up. I would appreciate if you guys like and also share our channel. We really appreciate that. Those who have not given the thumbs up, please give a thumbs up and share on your Facebook page or on your YouTube channel. We'll really appreciate. Have a great green day and see you on the Skype.